You're listening to the Idiot's Catalog.
Yeah, we're good. So,
So Leland tries to have a toilet-based invention every week and an
Yeah.
extra limb. Something with an extra limb. An extra arm, a leg,
tell
whatever.
me you're going to put these together.
I put them together, baby. These are... And I don't think we've had this or something like it. I hate public pooping. I'm a germaphobe guy. I don't like... Even if you wipe the seat, I just don't like it. The vulnerability of it. So this extra limb is extra thighs on the bottom of your thighs. You know... Within the thighs is toilet paper, wet wipes, and a phone charger. And then when you're done with the thigh, you wash them at night. And so your thighs don't touch the toilet seat, and there's a bunch of like toilet gear in the thighs.
Does it look like a thigh too?
No.
So if you have to take off your pants around somebody that you want to keep up the facade, because that's my whole.
You want to keep up the facade.
That's the whole reason why I think you'd have this, is you don't want someone thinking you have extra toilet paper,
Ooh, sure.
extra phone charger.
Just monster thighs.
Just a monster. He's been working out his thighs. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a Nathan Fielder ass invention right there.
Yeah.
Bluetooth capable.
Yeah.
Just like
Exactly.
Yeah, your dad calls. You're like, 1 second, let me put you on thigh.
It's really echoey because it's just next to the bowl.
no, it also absorbs sound.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't look like thigh to be whatever, but it looks like a thigh. I think it'd be really cool. A very veiny thigh though. You know what I mean?
A cellulose thigh.
And then when you hit 65, you get plastic surgery done on it. If you have the money.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
I like that. So it's got a phone charger.
Yeah, some wet
toilet
wipes.
paper, wet
'Cause I
wipes.
love a wet wipe. Dry toilet paper.
A little like spray that you can Febreze.
Yeah.
If you flex your actual thigh, it's just like
It's like a reverse skunk.
That's a great idea for an invention. Reverse skunk.
Yeah, so now can you get a skunk and capture it and make it so it won't do the smell thing?
Yes.
Can you like de-stink it?
I think so.
Now, could we replace those skunks? So here's my invention. Now, could we
Operation Stinky, gentlemen. We're replacing the skunks with our operative
Some
skunks.
map of Manhattan with red circles everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. We hide them, and then I guess the issue is they become Febreze.
Yeah, those animals will be
Skunks.
hunted to extinction. So,
Oh yeah,
that's why skunks aren't hunted. It's because everyone's like, these smell so bad.
I forgot that's why they do that.
You thought it was just for the love of the game.
Yeah, I thought it was just so people could be driving by and roll down the window and be like, oh, fuck, like, this is awful.
You thought it was just like narcissist skunks. They're like, I want them to know I'm here.
The world sucks.
It's like self-sabotaging skunks. Everything sucks. I'm just gonna suck anyway.
Yeah, it's like the best comic who never showers. It's like no one wants to be around him.
We'd book you. You just
can't bring around my family.
inject some degree insulin.
Yeah, he needs some degree insulin for skunks with diabetes.
I've secretly always kind of wanted, once in my life before I die, to get sprayed by a skunk. I know it would fuck up months of my life. I know I would hate it immediately. Yeah, it takes a while to get the scent off.
There's a Jackass thing, right? I think
Really?
they did it on Jackass and they had to you have to go in tomato.
Yeah, tomato juice.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
love tomato juice. I do a carrot tomato combo.
If Charlie could be pasta, he would.
What a funny... I never thought I'd hear that sentence. If Charlie could be pasta, he would.
You might be the first. So that might be one of those sentences that no one's ever said before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm al dente, baby.
What these thighs? Going back to the thighs,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
they? They're cushiony.
Yeah, that
It's
too.
got to have like a couple layers of cushion because I don't want to just be sitting on phone charger
Yes.
and
No,
all the
there's cushion.
electrical components.
There's cushion. There's also, you know, at the doctor, how they replace the bed sheet after every patient, just from a roll.
Yeah.
It's like that. So after every toilet use, you just like pull a new layer down. So if there's anything, if you have to use a porta potty and there's like it's nasty, it doesn't matter. Just get rid of the roll.
And that's like the outer layer of the thigh?
That's the outer layer.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's I mean, it's going to weigh 45 pounds.
Per leg. Can it track steps?
Yeah. Yes.
It winds your watch, actually. It's pretty incredible.
It's powered by quartz.
Oh, man.
So you could peel away. So you can, in theory, like you got to shit 3 times today, but it's got like 12 layers deep,
Yes.
right? So you get off, you peel it away.
Yeah.
Like sticky notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who made Post-its became a billionaire. Why
Yeah,
can't
right?
Why can't ass? It's
Can you imagine going on Shark Tank? This is just like Post-its. He made a ton of money. Why are you not
That's
investing
your
in
only
this?
sales pitch. He made a ton of money.
Oh, I just thought of another one that I wrote down. I forgot.
Ooh, hey,
Before,
hit us
before you
with
go to that, I
No,
just got one
please.
more riff for this.
Please.
Just imagine going into the bathroom after someone used one of these, and it looks like they snakeskin removed the bottom of their thigh.
His veins.
His veins and like a thin layer of skin. Ah, man. All right, Gabe, what do you got?
So this is coming. I think we all. I mean, everyone our age is basically familiar with the dating apps. But
Yep.
if you're not interested in meeting somebody to go on a date with, what I'm interested in is meeting somebody who wants to go to a sushi place and get the sushi boat.
Oh.
To split a sushi boat with.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like.
The app could be called Love Boat.
Yeah, there you go. Or
Minus the love.
there's no love.
Friendship, platonic boat.
Yeah.
Well, there's already a dating app called Plenty of Fish.
No.
Yeah.
So I kind of got stumped there. But
Just enough fish.
no loaves, just fish.
Not too much fish, because that's the issue. It's like, I don't want to get too much.
An exact serving of fish.
And I think you'd have to determine like, oh, I don't know. I also don't want to speak, you know, but I just like I want to get the best value from my sushi place, and I think the boat, that thing's swimming over with all the extra rolls and stuff like that. I think that's the
So this is
way to do
like,
it.
it's not even a friendship thing.
No.
It's just a convenience. This
Yes.
is like Groupon. It's like stranger Groupon.
Yeah.
Yes, it combines all the worst parts of Groupon and the dating app. And there's no sex. If you have sex, you get kicked off the app.
You both have to report each other if there's sex.
Even if it's plutonic. You're both like afterwards like, we have to.
Yeah. What a way to devalue human beings.
I think that's why it's a perfect app, because that's what all these apps do. And we sell your data, of course.
Sure.
Imagine that though, just the stranger Groupon. You're not allowed to talk to each other. You just have to do the bare minimum to get whatever the thing you want to get is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you trying to do an escape room and you need an extra person and you've always wanted to do escape room but you're alone. Stranger Groupon.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've done an escape room with a Groupon add-on with 2 people. There was 4 of us, and we got a Groupon. And then there was like, it's a 6-person escape room, and like a dad and his daughter were just like in our escape room with us.
Fun.
At the end where they're like, you're going to need to sacrifice 2 members of your party. And we're like, that's easy.
It's like her dad and my buddy Jeff.
Yeah,
Let the daughter live.
Sarah's really grown on us.
Well, she found the key.
Yeah.
It was under the desk, of course.
Jeff hasn't done jack shit.
Jeff was on his phone the whole time.
I love an escape. You guys do escape rooms?
Never
I've done
one.
2. I've done 2 before.
That's so many.
I
That's
know.
2 more than I thought you would have done.
One was like, it was me and an ex-girlfriend and her friend, and it came down to like 14 seconds left.
Wow.
And it was me and the friend trying to convince my ex-girlfriend that the code was this number, and she's like, I don't think it is. We're like, no, this is it. And it was like, the time was ticking, and it was 14 seconds, and we opened the door. It was crazy.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is it fun to be right? You know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. In all aspects. Who's Leland? Is it you?
I could go again.
All right,
Sure.
yeah. Hey, Leland, fill a fucking wheelbarrow. Is it wheelbarrow or wheelbarrow? Wheelbarrow?
I think wheelbarrow.
Hey, Leland, fill a wheelbarrow up with your invention. Take it over to the construction site. Dump it on some soldiers for me. What do you got?
Soldiers at the construction site.
Yeah, they got it.
They're reassimilating.
It's actually a really good program.
What does the program entail? Getting cement dumped all over that?
Part of it.
Shows you really want to be a construction worker.
It's hazing.
Well, I guess we know who the pro-military two-thirds of this pod are, Leland.
Yeah, well, apparently I was a Republican for wanting to have my noise and not a flashlight on in the theater.
Yeah, Leland is a anti-military Republican.
It just costs too much money. So this is a blender that's self-cleaning.
Yeah.
So it's hooked up to soap and water pumps.
Mm-hmm.
That when you're done blending whatever you blend through, it just blends in soap and water, and that all drains out through the bottom of it.
I love it.
Genius.
Because the cleaning the blender makes me not even want to make a smoothie.
Yeah. It's the worst part about it.
Yeah.
So this would have like 2 hoses that go in, and
I can see it.
yeah.
It's perfect. It's so good, I have to ruin it.
Yes, please. I was trying to think of a way to ruin it.
The way you ruin it is there's only one button to start it. And so when you're making the smoothie, it's all firing out. It's the smoothie, the soap, the water.
Yeah, that's
you get your smoothie.
that's the one thing that could ruin it is the soap getting into the smoothie.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't turn it off. It's constantly spinning.
I have a silent box for that, actually. It's actually a pretty easy solution to this.
I hear it's really bright.
It drives up to other blenders and cleans them.
Yeah.
Would you rather bring your blender to the movie theater? Or...
God. Imagine someone blending up a smoothie in the movie theater. It lights up so it can blend at night.
It's like a Simpsons ass invention.
I love it, man. You got additions to it? I mean, that could be. You could do that for ovens, microwaves. Maybe not.
I'm
microwaves.
thinking adding more tubes. I don't think we've talked about tubes enough in this podcast.
I agree.
1 tube for water, 1 tube for soap.
1 tube for strawberries.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
a tube for each fruit.
Yep.
A tube that comes out the bottom to like
Dump.
the water and dump the smoothie, so you have like 2 different sections
Like
for
a
that.
cloaca.
Yeah.
It's like the dentist chair. You know, they have the suck and the blow, but for your blender. It costs $15,000.
You have to get it is highly radioactive, so you have to get an X-ray.
Yeah, you gotta wear lead.
You gotta wear lead. Where are you going? I'm going to make a smoothie. Why are you putting on that suit of armor? Don't worry about it.
I don't have to clean.
You have a whole closet dedicated to X-ray wear, but you don't have to clean.
Well, it's like all the best. I feel like I'm single, but I feel like all the best relationships are always like, oh, she hates to clean the bathroom, and I hate to do the dishes, so like we like trade, right? Like, but like all these inventions are just for like sad single people. It's like I never fell in love with someone who wants to clean my blender,
And I love smoothies. Also, I have so much closet space because it's just me living here. Might as well fill it up with lead-lined suits.
Yeah, all these inventions could be solved with true love.
Is your guys' dream to pitch to Shark Tank? Is that
That would
like
be fun.
That would be fun. We've had people talk to us about before, like, they're like, oh, you should make some of these, but it's just so much effort to, like, prototype something
Yeah.
and make. That would be great. That would be real fun. To pitch to Shark Tank and be like, actually, we're not businessmen at all. We just do we have dumb
Podcast.
ideas.
My real dream is to get sponsors.
Yeah,
That's the real dream.
Yeah, of course.
To get advertisers.
that'd be great.
Well, there's a guy that does like what you guys do is funnier, but like the guy that like makes like unnecessary inventions.
Yeah.
he's good.
But like those are too practical.
Yeah, they're always good.
You guys
Yeah.
are the dreamers, man.
We do a pillowcase with snakes in it for some reason. We'll find a reason. Leland, I gotta. Oh, Gabe, do you have any more? If not, it's all good.
I gotta think on it again.
I
The
got
other one
okay.
came to me. Please.
I got one more.
You got it?
I don't love this one. I thought I'd throw it out and see if it sticks or if it resonates.
So why don't you put that on the end of a string and run real fast in a field? See if it gets some airtime. What do you got?
Kite?
Yep.
All right. Was it either kite or like a bird? All right. So, food. I'm getting really into food these days. I quit the cigarettes. No, I don't drink. So like I'm getting a lot out of food. I really like the act of eating and the tasting, but I'm cautious. I don't want to put on weight, and so my invention is empty calories, which I know are kind of a thing already, but these are calories in food that make you feel full, but you gain no weight from them. And I'm not a scientist. We've established that. But maybe that's a thing. But something where you eat the meal and it's like I don't know, a 200-300 calorie meal. I don't know what's healthy. But it feels like it feels like fried chicken and mashed potatoes and turkey and gravy and soda and
like a wind chill, right? Where it's like it's really 30 degrees, but it feels like negative 20. The food version of that.
Yeah. Exactly the food.
It's 300 calories, but it felt like 1800.
Yeah, because that's
Maybe.
I get like a high like after that's my favorite meal. The reason I brought up fried chicken, that's my favorite meal is like fried chicken, all the sides, a lot of soda, sugary soda, and then a dessert at the end. But I just feel awful after eating it, or rather, I feel conscious that I ate too much. But you feel that high. You feel that high of the grease and the salt and the sugar. So I want that high from the eating it without the, oh no, did I eat too much? Am I going to clog my arteries? That sort of thing.
I think this is called Ozempic.
Oh yeah, my psychiatrist just prescribed that.
I was going to say like a sponge
Ooh,
that expands in your stomach when you eat it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
then
it
you
just,
gotta
like,
change it out.
Fills your stomach. Yeah.
Wait, so you're eating a sponge?
Yeah, some it could be like hidden in
Like a grease trap.
one of those like
There's a busboy who has to empty it every night.
I think you mentioned this last episode, but one of those like little things that you'd put in water as a kid and they'd expand into like a
the
dinosaur.
dinosaurs.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
So one of those just inside your stomach,
Ooh.
and it'll eventually be dissolved down by the acids
Yeah.
into poop for getting rid of it. But
Yeah. But initially, it's used to soak up.
It becomes like a dino nugget.
yeah, and then you feel physically full.
Yeah, and it soaks up all the excess food that your body doesn't need, and so,
Sure, but then that's all gonna get dissolved anyways.
yeah.
Yeah.
See what I was saying about not loving the idea?
So I have two buddies. One of them who just got diagnosed with diabetes and has been like eating super healthy. He's been like so good. I'm really proud of him. And I have another friend.
You sound like a type 3 guy.
You might say I am. And I have another buddy who got like the sleeve surgery. So like his stomach is
Oh,
smaller.
yeah.
And so now the two people that I ate with the most, like both can't eat. And I'm like the last guy. And I haven't done this on stage yet because I don't really know how to talk about it. But I feel like I'm like still doing heroin and everyone else kicked it.
You're like, come on, man, one more. It's not gonna kill you. You've been good. You've been so good.
You're like the last soldier to
yeah.
give up the war.
Yeah.
You're still fighting.
Yeah, the helicopter arrived. All your buddies got on.
Yeah.
Like we're still not fighting the Japanese.
You had more passion in your heart.
That's you with those sushi boats.
I love it, man. Leland, Leland, you got any more?
Yeah, I could do one more.
Hey, put it on a tugboat. Send it to America.
So this is actually a shout out to a real invention that I saw.
Oh yeah, I love a shout out.
It was chair socks So they're like socks that you put on the bottom of chair legs to keep them from scuffing up
Sure.
floors.
This is the most practical.
But it looks like a tube sock on a chair, you know?
It's pretty fun, yeah. And you can get cool like ones with like hamburgers on them.
Yeah, and some that say Nike and
And when you're depressed, you could like not match them and be like, man, I got to get my life together.
My chair's really going through it.
Yeah, my chair.
or match like weird ones and be like, oh, my chair's quirky today. This is again for the guy who's alone.
Yes.
With a self-cleaning blender, his extra thighs, his chair socks, and no partner.
Doesn't need to stop at gas stations.
Yeah, this guy rips.
This guy rips, dude.
Yeah, we need to come up with the idea, like what is his name? You know, like who is this guy that needs all these?
I think Teddy.
Yeah, he's at every open mic. Somehow he's at every open mic.
And he doesn't do comedy at all.
He doesn't.
He's got business cards. So.
Drinks a lot of PBR.
And smoothies. He's always got smoothies.
Hilarious.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
Well, I got a problem. Do we want to go? We're good. How are we on time?
We're doing great on time. Do you want to throw that problem out?
Yeah, my problem is I just got some new clothes and I wore some new pants yesterday and I was like, my day was like more stressful because of how scared I was about spilling food. The pants weren't even that like they were like cheap. They're on sale, but I like them. They're cute. But I was like so nervous about spilling food on them. And then the irony, I didn't spill any food on them. A friend spilled food on them.
Oh.
And so I'm looking for a solution to when like an oily, because you can't get oil out, like food spilling on your clothes that you like.
I think you got to get your friend to have diabetes and a stomach sleeve. 'Cause then they won't eat anything.
Yeah, hang out with my friends, dog. Nobody's spilling shit.
Maybe just eat every meal at the Alamo Draft House. It's going to be very orderly.
So if you don't know, this is we do a problem and we try to invent a solution for it on the spot. I'm thinking like, you know those furniture liners that old people have, the plastic? I'm thinking like a pants version of that. That you pull over your pants and you just wear that until those are ruined. And by that point, you should be okay with those pants getting dirty. You know?
Condensation between your new pants and the plastic on the outside.
You know, it's a hot summer day. We're to the beach.
Your extra thighs are rubbing against them.
I got my thighs, my extra thighs, my boxers, my pants, and my Italian pant covers.
You're Italian.
Isn't that a big Italian thing?
Do they do
Italian
that?
Americans. Yeah, not my family. My family will leave the tags on stuff. We'll buy a couch and just like leave. I'm like, this the tag. My mom's like, I just like it.
Oh, for furniture. I see.
Yeah, but like
I
not
thought you
plastic.
meant Italians were actually wearing covers for their pants.
Oh man, hell yeah!
Hey, kitty.
Yeah, it's my other cat. He's coming out to say hi.
It's smaller than I thought.
He's tiny. He's only a couple months old.
Oh.
Well, do you want to call it?
Yeah, I think we're good about good to wrap up.
Oh, yeah.
Gabe, thank you for coming on.
I feel like I did drugs. This was so fun. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
We love to hear it.
You have to do one more segment.
Yes.
And
Leland, break it down.
This was invented by our past co-host Mia Faith Hammond, who's no longer part of the show, but still a good friend.
We preface that every time.
Because I don't want people to be like, where is she?
Yeah, true.
You have to give each one of us a sincere compliment, knowing you will not receive one in return.
This is very Mia Faith Hammond.
Yeah.
Before we introduce the segment, I'd love to say, throw it in a wok, throw some teriyaki sauce on it, and serve it to me raw.
I love it.
A wok on cold. The wok is there's no heat under it.
There's no heat.
So you're putting it in the wok for no reason.
Just to mix it up.
You just dirtied it.
A couple prefaces.
Okay.
Caveats, yeah. My compliment cannot be apartment based.
Great.
And Charlie's compliment has to be good. It can't be backhanded. It can't be a sly remark.
Hilarious.
I've come a long way, I will say.
You can
Come a
start
long
with
way.
whoever you wish.
Well, it's even before you brought up pants, Charlie. I noticed that we were sitting here that you were wearing. Would you call these a pleated pant?
Yep.
And I have a lot of admiration for people who have actual style.
Oh.
And so I was admiring. I like a stripe. This is a well. There's some visual component to this, but they're kind of like checkered, but they're subtle.
Yeah.
And it kind of adds to the vibe of just like three guys like dishing in an apartment about dangerous jet fuel ideas. And I admire the style, and it goes with the watch, which is full circle because I'm into watches. And Leland. Can't be apartment based. I mean, there's so many things to come with. One, you have really good ideas. Like as I was
This week was a surprisingly good one.
Yeah.
There have been weeks where I'll throw something out and Charlie will be like, I absolutely hate that.
A lot of weeks where I'm like, I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to move on.
I think hair pods was an example.
hair pods.
It's just hair pods that come out as a string of hair. So it doesn't look like you have hair pods in you. It looks like you just have hair coming out of your ear.
Apple would charge an arm and a leg for the
And a
pleasure.
scalp.
And a scalp. Yeah, you have great ideas. I mean, both of you guys, I love your comedy. And I do not need a compliment in return.
That's great.
I wouldn't even want one.
Yeah, good. Segment over. Gabe, thank you so much.
Thank you so
for
much,
being
buddy.
on.
It was
a
a blast of an episode.
It really
Yeah, it was fun.
Tell the people what's up.
Yeah, so I'm taking my solo show on the road. This probably won't come out by Friday, but Pittsburgh, Boston.
It's coming out tomorrow.
Oh,
So yeah.
Pittsburgh. Listen, come to my show on Friday. So I'm taking my solo show about how I don't have any friends, to Pittsburgh, Boston, Philly, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, D.C., and Los Angeles. So follow me on Instagram, I guess, if you want to see some of those dates. And yeah, buy some tickets because they're not selling like I want.
Awesome. Leland, where are you at?
I'm at Leland Comedy and all the social meds.
And speaking of social medias, follow me on Instagram at Charlie V. Dawson. Hey, while you're at it, follow the podcast at Idiots Catalog on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We post a bunch of really cool stuff. Find us on Spotify and iTunes, wherever you find your podcast. Hey, give our YouTube a subscribe. Check out our YouTube. See our beautiful faces. We post videos a week after we post the audio. Hey, folks, if you got the internet, which dear God, I hope you have the internet, send us an email at theidiotscatalog@gmail.com. Send us your invention ideas. Send us your problems. Send us some compliments. Guess what, Buster? You're not getting one in return.
No, not even close.
Not even close. And as we say,
To end every episode, they need a fun time. They need a fun time. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for listening.